2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look here now at their 4th-year quarterback.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Slot man moves right. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. They'll look to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 11 yards for number 11. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. In motion goes the tight end. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. A quick throw there is incomplete. 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Back to throw again. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Well, we kind of thought it was a matter of when, not if, that a team might relocate to a spot outside the United States. Canada seemed like the most logical choice, and now here we are in this great city, a city that's had success in the Canadian League, but now they have an NFL franchise of their very own to celebrate, and man, is it cool to see. Back to throw here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. They pick up 11 in addition to moving the chains.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this is going to be incomplete. But you look at this defense. They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase him.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Pulled in at the 24. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. Remember last time out, they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, one great way to judge a defense. How do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, it goes against their offense and have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, they only allowed 13 points, and you can poll all 32 coaches, and I guarantee you they'd say, we'll take that every single week. But let me think about that for a second. Maybe there'd be one contrarian that would say, give me 10.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. They'll look to throw again. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Redwoods are on the board first here this afternoon. Now, this is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really haven't. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. Get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
But he will find his man on the end route, complete. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, it's our home team with possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Again, he'll drop to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the 24-yard line.
Back to throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Quickly completed to the right flat. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 2nd down and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now a toss here, short side. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
Inside the red zone, and that means don't come away from there with anything less than 3 points, but everyone's thinking about 6. They're trying to get to the end zone. They decide to run a toss. Big people up front being mobile and moving, and a running back trying to follow behind them to find yardage, and that's exactly what he did.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Buying time to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Disastrous outcome there on 3rd and goal. They lose 9 yards on the sack.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Here's Sacramento's offense once more. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they're both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th. And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today. But they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
They'll try and run for it. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. A gain of 4 yards. First down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That one tipped and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively. That's 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He's got his target. That's complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. They're going to look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Redwoods will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive spans 13 plays. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. One final go for this offense here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 3rd down and 6. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. So they bring out their punter as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 15. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. More from you and Charles in a bit. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here in the late window. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side could play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
At the 29-yard line.
In motion, the tight end. 2nd and 6. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They'll look to throw now on first down. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going for it all. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone, but the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
And down inside the 15 he goes. 4 catches now on this drive alone. They can't stop him. It's another first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Back to throw again. Touchdown! A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Voyagers have got it back to within a score.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2.
The offense will line up for a...
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he'll get in for the 2 points. And that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call. And he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion. And now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Redwoods offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
He'll look to throw toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Out of the gun now on third down. That is caught, and he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Back to throw now on first down. That's to the sideline and incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
That one too wide and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now back to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
The Vancouver offense out and about set for another series. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Offside. Defense.
So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Shrugs him off. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
2nd and 1. And a quick throw here that's complete. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Sacramento.
They'll set up to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So from the 37, here's 2nd and a couple. Here's a quick throw caught out wide. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
To number 82. A gain of 3 on the play. First down, Redwoods.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. This offense so far on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Going to be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time.
They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that's going to bring up second down. They'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Not able to go anywhere that time. Second down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
They'll look to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will make this a 9-point lead.
So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal to start the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Well, the Vancouver offense ready for their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he will find his man on the outside. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
This one incomplete and over everybody. Looked like a clear throwaway, but the officials, they're going to say there's a receiver over there in the area, so no flags, and it's third down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The fourth down pass play doesn't work out, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So they really needed points here in a two-score game, could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
Here's 2nd and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
The frustration evident there because he couldn't find anyone on 3rd down, and he left no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
And they bring their punter out there now as he's on here to punt it away. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line.
Well, the Vancouver offense ready for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
41 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Can't get away, and he's taken down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
But here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages. But not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Got to figure now after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt. Obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Voyagers offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Here's Sacramento's offense once more. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. They've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the 1st down, close it out.
The Vancouver offense out and about set for another series. And this group has suffered far too many self-inflicted wounds thus far as we run through some of the mistakes. It's darn near impossible to win in this league when you're turning the ball over at the frequency that they have. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get this up past the 45. It's a 1st down, but the tackle comes in bounds. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Well, it's pretty difficult to sum it up offense in a 2-minute drill. When your guys have struggled to put points on the board all afternoon, there's an incompletion right there.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
He's got his target. That's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So for Sacramento, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Vancouver,
they will fall to a similar mark at 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.